So Season 2 has been out for a while now, so that gave me a lot of time to obviously test out all of the different loadouts and see which ones are the best. So in this video, I'm going to be running through the top 10 loadouts you should be using right now. Make sure to enter the giveaway, by the way. Whenever we hit 80,000 subscribers, I'm going to be giving away 5,000 COD points, so to enter, just subscribe and comment saying you want to enter. Let's get straight into this. There's timestamps if you want to skip forward to it, but let's just get straight into it. So the first weapon in this video is going to be the Swiss K31. Now, I just absolutely love this sniper, and it's been one of the best snipers for the longest time. So let's get straight into the loadout. So with this weapon, the first attachment you want to use is the sound moderator. Now for the sound moderator, this is going to increase your ADS time and your sprint to fire speed, and it's also going to suppress your weapon, and it's going to increase the bullet velocity, which are some of the most important things when it comes to sniping in Warzone. For the barrel, we're just going to be going with the combat recon barrel. This one is going to increase the bullet velocity. You don't really need any of these other ones. They're very, very useless. You know, the extra fire rate is useless, and all of these other ones are just not effective. Combat recon on pretty much all Cold War snipers. Next up, we're going to be going for the 7-round mag. Don't use any of the other mags because they all decrease your ADS time, so you may as well just use the 7-round mag. And then we're going to be going for the 5mm laser, which is going to increase your ADS time. And then for the rear grip, we're going to be going for the Serpent Wrap, which is also going to increase your ADS time. So overall, this is going to be one of the fastest ADS snipers in the game. It's also got great bullet velocity, and it's just amazing. So let's get on to the next loadout. So the next weapon I'm going to be talking about is the new assault rifle. This has very, very little recoil, and it is definitely one of the best classes to use right now. Now this weapon is pretty weak, but it does have very low recoil. It's basically like the Vanguard M13. It's pretty damn accurate, but it is pretty weak, so it's going to take a couple of extra bullets. So the attachments you're going to want is the muzzle for starters. We're going to be going for the MX silencer. This is going to increase the vertical and horizontal recoil control and suppress the weapon. For the barrel, we're going to be going for the shrouded barrel. This is going to make it have more recoil control and bullet velocity. For the underbarrel, we're going to be going for the hand stop, which is going to increase the recoil control again. And then for the magazine, we are going to be going for the final magazine, which you unlock. So you are going to have to level it up quite a lot. But this is going to increase the damage and the bullet velocity on this weapon. And then lengthened. I know it did get nerfed in the most recent update, but there isn't really any other choice for long range weapons other than lengthened. So it is still the best on assault rifles. For the optic, there's a couple you can use. I like to use either the... where is it? Either the 2.5 times, which is pretty clean, or you can also use the 3 to 6 times scope and just keep it on the 3 times scope. Personally, for me, I'm more of a 2.5 times scope person, but I know a lot of people like this scope instead. For the stock, you guys are going to want to use the 12V stock. This is going to increase the accuracy and also your recoil control, which is great. And then for the rear grip, we're going to be going for the fabric grip, which is going to increase your ADS time and sprint to fire speed, which is also very, very helpful because none of these attachments really increase the ADS. If you guys look, none of them really increase the ADS. So sticking this on is going to boost that ADS up and make it a lot easier to obviously aim down sight quicker and get your target on your enemy as fast as possible. For the perk, you're going to want to go for tight grip, which is going to increase the accuracy and recoil control, and then fully loaded for the maximum starting ammo, so you don't have to worry about running out of bullets. So that right there is the full loadout if you guys are interested in screenshotting or whatever you want to do. The next loadout is the Owen gun. Now this is incredibly underrated. It is statistically like the second fastest time to kill SMG in the game right now, but not many people really use it. Not many people have it leveled up, but if you do, trust me, just give it a go and you guys are not going to regret it. So for this weapon, we're going to be starting off with the recoil booster, which is going to increase the fire rate, increasing the time to kill. And then for the barrel, we're going to be going for the rapid barrel, which is also going to increase the fire rate. And then the under barrel is a must. This is going to be the hand stop, increasing the recoil control, because these two attachments do make this weapon have quite a lot of recoil. So you want to make sure to stick on a lot of attachments that bring the recoil down. So the next one is going to be the Gorenko 72 drum, increasing the fire rate and the recoil control. Then the ammunition type is going to be the hollow point attachment on any of the new, on any of the Vanguard SMGs after the new update. Incendiary used to be the best one, but hollow point is now the best one. It does more damage. And then for the optic, this is very, very important. You want to go ahead and make sure you use the Slate 2.5 times optic, and then you basically just want to toggle it to the smaller sight because it will get rid of that drum. As you can see, the drum is very big, it takes up like half the screen. But if you use this sight and then like toggle it to the smaller optic, it's not going to be as in your face as before. For the rear grip, we're going to be going for the fabric grip, increasing the ADS time, etc. For the stock, you guys are going to want to use the removed stock. This is going to increase the movement speed, ADS speed, sprint to fire speed, all of that good stuff. And then for the perk, you want to use brace, which is going to increase the accuracy, because like I said, it does have a lot of recoil. And then you want to go ahead and use fully loaded, or you can use quick. Either of them are pretty good options. If you want more ammo, fully loaded, or if you want the weapon to be quicker, you want to run faster, use quick. That is the full loadout. Let's get on to the next one. By far one of like the best SMGs in the game right now. It's my favorite SMG in the game right now, and it is statistically like one of the fastest time to kill SMGs. It's got very low recoil. It's just all round one of the best. So the first attachment on this gun is going to be the recoil booster. You basically want to use the recoil booster on every single Vanguard SMG. It's going to increase the fire rate and increase the time to kill. For the barrel, you want to use the shrouded barrel. This is going to increase the damage range, and it's going to also make this weapon very, very accurate. For the underbarrel, we're going to be going with the skeletal underbarrel. This is going to simply just increase the ADS time, making this weapon have a nice quick ADS. Optic is slate reflector. For the stock, we're going to be going with the removed stock. This is going to increase the movement speed. For the magazine, you guys are going to want to use either the 40 round mag. This is going to be a more accurate class, but it's going to have less damage. Or you can use the 64 round mag, which is going to be obviously more damage, but it's going to be a little bit slower when it comes to movement speed and ADS. For the ammo type, we're going to be using hollow points, of course, and then for the rear grip, we're going to be going for the fabric grip for the increased ADS time. For the perk, we are going to be using acrobatic, which is going to increase the movement speed and sprinting move speed. And then perk 2 is going to be quick, or you can use fully loaded. This right here is the full loadout if you guys want to go ahead and screenshot it or whatever you want to do. Next up on the list, we have the XM4. This is an incredible assault rifle at the moment, and it's very underrated. I've seen a lot of pros on Twitter like talking about this gun as well, and I tried it myself, and it honestly just feels really good. It does have a bit of recoil because it has a really fast fire rate, but once you can control the recoil, it absolutely beams. So on this weapon, we're going to be starting off with the agency suppressor, increasing the recoil control and also increasing the bullet velocity and damage range. For the barrel, we're going to be using the task force barrel, which increases the accuracy and also bullet velocity. Underbarrel is the field agent for increased accuracy, and then you can use 60 round mag or 45 round mag. 60 round mag, you're going to get more bullets, but it has a little bit of a slower ADS. 45 round, you got less bullets, but it has a faster ADS. Personally, for me, I like to use the 60, but it's up to you. Optic is the Axle 3 times, and that is the full loadout. The next weapon in this video is going to be the C5A, and the attachments on this are literally identical to the previous weapon, but this weapon right now is really good, very powerful. It does have a bit of recoil. It did get a recoil buff in the most recent update, so it has more recoil, so I guess it's more of a nerf, but yeah. It has a bit of recoil, so if you're on console, you might struggle with this one, but once you can get the control down, it feels really good. So we're going to be starting off with the agency suppressor again, task force barrel again, Axle 3 times, and then for the ammo we have the 45 round drum or the 55. 55 is going to have a slower ADS but more ammo. 45 is going to be having a fast ADS. For this one I like to use the 45 because it does have quite a lot of damage, so you don't really need that much ammo. And then we have the field agent grip for increased recoil control. Next up we have the MP40. This is obviously one of the best SMGs in the game. Yes, it did get a nerf in the most recent update, but a nerf doesn't mean that it's going to be the end of this gun forever. It still is very good, you just have to change a couple of attachments. Once again, we're going to be going for the recoil booster, increasing the fire rate, and then for the barrel, we're going to be going for the 317mm barrel, increasing the accuracy. Underbarrel is going to be the pistol grip, increasing the sprint fire speed, and then for the magazine, we're going to be using the Gorenko 45 round magazines. And then we're going to be using the hollow point as the ammo type. For the optic, you can use whatever you want, but I like to use slate reflector. For the rear grip, we're going to be going with the fabric rear grip. And then for the stock, we're going to be going for the VDD 54. This is going to increase the accuracy and ADS time. Perk 1 is going to be Perfectionist, increasing the recoil control. And then perk 2 is going to be Quick or Fully Loaded. It's up to you. So next up we have the AK-47 from Cold War. Make sure it is the Cold War one and not the Modern Warfare one, because the Modern Warfare one absolutely sucks. But the Cold War one is very, very good at the moment. So on this weapon we're going to be using the Grew Suppressor for the accuracy and the range. We've got the barrel, which is the RPK barrel, increasing the accuracy and the range again. The underbarrel is going to be the Spetness grip, increasing the horizontal recoil control, etc. And then for the magazine, just like all of the other Cold War guns, less ammo, faster ADS, more ammo, slower ADS. It's up to you. On this one, it does have pretty high damage, so I like to use the 45. There's not really any point in using the 60 because it does kill pretty quickly, so you don't really need those extra bullets. And then we have the Axle 3 times, which is going to obviously be the cleanest scope to use. This right here is the full loadout. Let's get on to the next one. So the next weapon is going to be the OTS. This is a very good SMG, and it probably will be for ages because it's just very, very good. Very quick time to kill, very good mobility, and it still is very good. It didn't really get touched in the most recent update. Let's show you guys the class. The sound suppressor, increasing the mobility and also the bullet velocity. Then we're going to be using the task force barrel, increasing the range, strafe speed, bullet velocity. And then we're not going to be using a barrel on this one. I like to just use a rear grip instead. We're going to be going for the 40 round fast mag, and then for the rear grip we're going to be going for the Grew elastic wrap. And then for the stock, we're going to be using the KGB skeletal stock. That right there is the full loadout, and it feels amazing at the moment. Make sure to give it a go. Finally, in this video, we have the Kar98K, which is just an amazing sniper. I wasn't going to include this because I already included the Swiss, and I didn't really want to put two snipers in it because usually there's just one sniper that's like the best. But honestly, I can't decide what I prefer more, the Kar or the Swiss. If you watched it to the end and you're listening to this part, comment down below what you prefer, the Kar or the Swiss. So the loadout for this gun is going to be the monolithic suppressor, of course. Pretty much every single Modern Warfare gun has that attachment. 27-inch barrel for the range, and then the attack laser for the ADS speed, and then the sniper scope, and then the stock is going to be the sport comb stock for increased ADS. That right there is the full class. Make sure to subscribe for more daily loadouts, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.